On cold or unseasonably warm nights each December, Santa makes an appearance at Little Buffalo State Park.
Have you ladies been good this year? What would you like for Christmas?
Kids might wonder, how is Santa here night after night?
Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming to see us.
He has an entire world of children to visit.
I listen to Christmas music all year round. When I feel stress, I'll throw on Christmas jazz.
Hi.
Kenneth Hostler of Harrisburg is willing to tell us his Santa story.
The suit fit me. Well, I got the opportunity to be a helper for Santa.
It was nearly 4 decades ago Kenneth was recruited into the Navy.
I was 17 when I went in the military.
And then recruited by Santa to become his helper wherever he was stationed.
I was already clean shaven, so I glued cotton balls onto my face and for a mustache and on my eyebrows. And that's how we went with it the first year.
That North Pole call became his calling. And like magic, Kenneth even grew to look like Father Christmas. His mission helping Santa determine who in his corner of the world should make the nice list.
We have elves everywhere. The elf on the shelf, they're all over the place.
Last year, the magic of Christmas wasn't immune to the pandemic.
It's okay.
Kenneth and his Mrs. Claus had to make changes.
I take it you want to go first, since you're up on the porch with me.
They started offering special scheduled visits on their porch.
What are the odds of you being good this year? Were you really good?
I got really good grades in school.
It felt even more important last year than any other year that we be as normal as possible.
150 kids showed up last year, each with a special wish.
You know how many elves I got making Nerf guns? I have a lot of elves.
You hear everything when you're sitting in a chair. You will hear the joy. You will hear the sorrow.
Each encounter moving him in a special way.
I can't tell you the amount of mothers and grandmothers that stood in front of our porch last year because we did it here that cried. That's moving.
It worked out so well, they're doing it again this year.
Remember, milk and cookies. Carrots for my reindeer. Okay, I'll see you guys soon.
In addition to the dozens of other appearances,
You guys leave me some milk and cookies?
specially assigned by Santa himself, which continue to surprise him.
You been good this year?
Yeah.
What do you want for Christmas?
COVID to go away.
COVID to go away. Okay, well, what else do you want?
And teach him that even the tiniest hearts
A cure for cancer.
Okay. How about something for you?
are capable of compassion.
I don't want anything then.
Okay, we'll work on that.
The season of Christmas is about hope. It's about love. This is a job you do not to pay your bills.
Oh, you want a hug? Oh, thank you.
This is a job you do to fill your heart.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
And that's what it does.
Carlisle is a great town. It's what everyone wants in America's small town.
It's a really special place where you can come in, there's a ton of small businesses, and it's a strong community here because of the root system.
Well, walk downtown, and as soon as you see someone that carries their own music while they're walking, has purple hair and a fur fedora, you might just have met Nevin.
He was very caring and very kind. He was also very goofy. He liked to make jokes and tell stories.
Here you go, guys. Nevin was a regular customer of ours. He was a character, a figurine at our bar. He would come in every day and drink coffee, sometimes get breakfast, but always had coffee.
I felt so sad when I heard that Nevin died. His heart failed alone in his apartment. He's just such a loss.
They're putting a mural up for him in Carlisle, so he was pretty well known.
Well, we're out at a mural that's on its way to being done to commemorate a wonderful man, Nevin Lehman.
I just knew him through seeing him around town.
Well, it can't be too much color for it to be Nevin. Aaron just sort of took every color of the palette and turned it into a mural.
I hope that they feel the energy and the life source of Nevin.
When we said, hey, we want to make a mural of Nevin, in a couple of days the whole thing was paid for. People just chipped in, $5, $50, whatever they had. We wanted people to come through town and see who was important to us. We're dedicating the mural. We're pretty excited. He was the most extraordinary, ordinary man. The only thing I wish is that we had done this when Nevin was here to see it, because he would have camped out here. Come see my mural.
I think he has no idea of the impact that he actually had on our lives as a community.
Everybody should be in Nevin. Travel with your own music, dance when you feel like it, dress up if you have the clothes, greet people with a smile. We just want everybody to be in Nevin. He would have been really thrilled by this mural.
So I gotta go ahead and cut the second board here.
Tyler Barnhart spends a lot of his time woodworking at his garage.
I enjoy it. I like the smell of it too when you're cutting it. I enjoy drawing. I drew a lot when I was in the service.
He enlisted in the military at the age of 21 and later broke his back while serving.
That was my dream. I loved the military. To have it for a short period of time and then it taken away from me was a little difficult.
Over time, Tyler struggled with his injury and depression. The pandemic postponed appointment after appointment, and his pain was getting worse. It was last year when he turned to his friend John in the darkest of times.
And if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would have been at.
John, also a veteran and Purple Heart recipient, pushed Tyler to do more.
He knew I had so much more potential, but I just wasn't putting any effort to it. You know, I just kind of gave up on everything.
Until woodworking.
We started making a flag and we were going through the process of it, and I'm like, this is fun, I'm enjoying this. And that's what sparked the whole thing for me. This is my favorite part.
It became Tyler's mission that quickly turned into a passion, and his business, Battle Cry Woodworking.
It goes from just a plain white wood, some characteristics, but when you burn it, it brings that piece of wood to life. Each and every little piece of wood is different. It brings the beauty out in the flag. It makes it something plain and turns it into something absolutely gorgeous.
From burning the wood to outlining the 50 stars, there's a lot of time that goes into just one flag.
I'd like to do a lot of this by hand.
But Tyler uses that time to think of those soldiers, past and present.
They sacrificed for that flag, that symbol, those three colors, red, white, and blue, and there's 50 stars. So when I'm doing that, I'm thinking about how this symbol of our country might bring some peace to their mind.
But it also brings peace to Tyler.
When I'm drumming out all these stars, it's me, myself, and it's good thoughts. It's nothing bad.
While Tyler's injuries still cause him pain, he doesn't give up.
There's times I wanted to quit. I kept pushing forward, and it has become so much more than what I have ever expected it to be, and I met so many people from it too.
Like Jeremy Jacoby, a friend he met through the Roots for Boots organization.
It's one of those things, you don't always find friends like that in the regular world.
This is my finished product. It's 19.5 inches wide by 37 inches long.
For many veterans, the flag represents freedom and the sacrifices of soldiers.
I just want to make people happy and make a difference in this world. That's all I want to do, and especially for the people who deserve it.
Tyler has turned his depression into determination, and hopes each star, each stripe, each one of his creations can bring hope and healing to others.
Never accept defeat. Don't give up. Always continue mission. If it's a struggle, just keep pushing forward.
It's always darkest before dawn.
It's more important than ever.
The last 15 months, the coronavirus pandemic canceled so many things.
We still can't have a lot of our normal fundraisers, and we're still hurting for cash.
But finally, there is light on the horizon.
Well, it looked pretty until I swung.
Last year, Joe Holston golfed 100 holes to raise over $60,000
In the hole
for Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Capital Region.
Joe really inspired me last year, so when we talked about this year, I decided I can't leave him out here all by himself, and I decided to join him.
So the pair plan to golf 126 holes in this second year, with the impact of the pandemic still lingering.
Good putt. We knew this would be hard, wouldn't be easy. I'm probably going to be hurting. My 21-year-old mind is not going to align with my 46-year-old body.
46, I'm 18 years older than him. What's he talking about?
Continuing to raise money during a time of critical need.
Like most nonprofits, we have not been able to hold our signature Bowl for Kids' Sake event.
The pace is frantic. 7 rounds of 18 holes, hours spent at Manada Golf Club.
We got some golf being played here, boys. It's like running from hole to hole and from shot to shot, and I actually play better when I don't think. It's amazing.
The challenge? Go bigger for kids' sake.
An opportunity like this doesn't come around that often.
And the ante's been upped. Joe and Brian hope to raise $80,000.
There's a lot of kids out there who need a lot of help. I've got the easy part trying to raise money just so we can help those kids. That's a par. That's a par.
In Grantville, I'm Allie Berube, ABC 27 Sports.